In this example, we're going to look at a function that is represented graphically, and then we're going to evaluate and interpret and solve and interpret. So in this particular problem, we're given the figure here, which is down below here, and it shows, or it gives us the profit earned in dollars, and it tells us that's P, in relation to the quantity of cupcakes made and sold, Q. And then it tells us that this is represented or given by F of Q equals P. So that gives us a lot of information here. It tells us Q is the input and Q is the quantity of cupcakes sold. And it is labeled on the graph here, but we know that our inputs are on the horizontal axis. So this represents Q, quantity of cupcakes made and sold, and on this axis, the vertical axis, that's P, or profit. So I input Q, I output profit. So I know that I'm going to input Q, output profit. Each one of these ordered pairs that are on this graph here will give us input Q and output profit. All right, so let's look here. It says evaluate and interpret. So not only are we going to find the value of the output, then we're going to interpret this with a sentence in context. So given what each of the variables mean. And so it tells me I'm evaluating, but I should know that I'm evaluating because it gave me the input right here, an input of 40, and it wants me to find the value of the output. That's what that's saying. So let's read the graph here. I want to find where the input is 40. So here's my inputs, right? Quantity. I'm going to come over till I get to 40, and then I'm going to just travel down until I hit the graph. So right here. And so I have 40, and this is negative 20, negative 20. So this is telling me that when I sell 40 items, my profit is negative 20, which actually means that I have a loss then. All right, so I can describe this. When I make and sell 40 cupcakes, right? That's the quantity made and sold. 40 cupcakes. I have a loss of $20 right here. I can write that as an ordered pair, which I read right off the graph here. And I can also interpret it in context in a sentence. So now the next one says solve and interpret. And recall, when I'm solving, I'm given the output and I want to solve for the input. So I'm given here the profit, and I want to find how many items did I sell when the profit was 80. So I know this is my output right here, and that's on the vertical axis. So I want to go up to where profit is equal to 80 right here. And now I want to travel over till I hit the graph, because then I can follow that down to find the input value. So this point here is 90, 80. So this tells me that when I have a profit 80, it means that I sold 90 items. And I can write that as that ordered pair. I can interpret that because I know my inputs are quantity made and sold, and my output is profit. I know that when I make and sell 90 cupcakes, I have a profit of $80.